Hey friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a construction zone. We're no longer in the kitchen mode. We are now filled with boxes of flooring. We have a ladder. We have like a table saw back there. Anyway, they've had to move all of the construction stuff out of the living room and the kitchen because they finished with that into our room, and we're kind of doing a little shuffle here. So anyway, I appreciate your patience as always, but we have today sort of a variety luxury haul. So I have 4 things from 4 different brands. I have some ready-to-wear, I have an SLG, and I have an accessory. So anyway, let's get into this haul. Okay, so let's do the ready-to-wear first. The first piece of ready-to-wear, and just so you know, full transparency here, I've already worn both of these items. In fact, if you watched my most recent like shop with me vlog to the Nordstrom anniversary sale, where I go back a couple of times to try on some things and then do a little kind of wrap up in the items that I returned and why, you will have actually seen me wear one of these items in that part of that vlog. But anyway, the first item I'm going to show you is actually from Khaite, and this actually, as you can tell from the little tag here, and if you don't, this means that it came from Satire. So yeah, this is just the regular Khaite tag that I took off of it. And what did I get? Because I am a creature of habit, and because I loved the first one that I got so much, I got the Casey sweater in the cream with the black stripe. Not to be confused with the black with the cream stripe that I already have. And I actually realized that I forgot to include it in my favorites for the month of June, because I seriously wore that sweater probably at least a half a dozen times just during the month. It just goes with so much, and I am really looking forward to like layering this under blazers and things in the fall. But it is so lightweight. I actually wore this on the airplane to visit my daughter and go to a celebration of life this past weekend, and it was such a great piece to travel in. These are 100% silk, so they're really soft, they drape really well. I will remind you that the sleeves are pretty long on these. Definitely be careful if you are cooking with this or eating even. You definitely want to like push up the sleeves, because they will definitely fall into any sauce or anything that you are like manipulating cooking wise. But anyway, I got this in a large again, certainly do the medium. It's very oversized, but I kind of like it that way. It's really got a lot of slouch, and like I said, it really drapes really well. So I love it with a front tuck and just, you know, wearing it casually. But because I loved the black with the cream so much, when I saw that this was on Satire for a much better price, and I'll try to remember, I don't have any prices with me right now, but I'll pop things here that tell you kind of what the retail is right now, because you can buy this on the Khaite website for full retail, and you know, some other retailers like Bergdorf's and Neiman's and things like that. But yeah, I got it for Satire. I want to say that I got it for like maybe $500. I definitely did not get as good of a deal on this as I did on the black with the cream. That I got from Saks, and it just, I don't know why they were, I guess, getting rid of them, and so they closed that out, and I want to say I got that for like $400 and something, like essentially half price. But this one was a little bit more, but like I said, because I've gotten so much wear out of the black with the cream, I knew that I would wear this equally as much. If you're new here, my name is Lisa, and I love to do videos on luxury handbags, shoes, ready to wear. I love to do some styling videos, and I do those things from the perspective of someone who is in the middle of her life, as well as someone who is mid-size. So if that sounds interesting to you and the kind of content that you enjoy, I would love it if you would join us here. Click the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. All right, so the next ready-to-wear piece, and this is the one that if you had a keen eye, you would have seen me wearing, you know, in a little bit of the vlog that I posted the other day, and it is from Fendi. So here's a little interesting story as I reveal this. So I've been looking at this item for quite a while, and I've been talking to Brandon about it, and it had been out of stock for a long time. This is, I do believe, a Rev piece. I think they carry this all the time, but it is kind of seasonal. So it wasn't available, I think, at the time that I was looking for it. And he's like, you know, it'll come back, it'll be fine. So, you know, we can just wait. I have seen it also on Satire, just FYI, if you're looking for it. I will link it below there, but they don't have a full size range. So anyway, so originally I had ordered this item and another item, similar type item in a different fabrication, and he didn't have this one in my size. He only had the size up. So he sent both the other item and this item. The other item was in the correct size. This item originally was in a size larger. When I tried it on, it was just too big. Then he still didn't have this one available, but he could find the size smaller. So he had that sent as well. And unfortunately, that one, it fit fine. Like it fit everywhere just fine, and it probably would have been fine, but I just wanted a little more room in the leg. So let me show you what it is, and then I'll continue with the story. So I got the Fendi Zucca print shorts. So these are in the canvas material. So these are the exact same material as my go-to jacket. In fact, if you look on the Fendi website and you look at, I think, either the go-to jacket or the listing for the pair of shorts, they show them paired together. So I haven't worn them that way yet, but I'm sure I will. I actually wore these over the weekend when I got to see Brandon on Sunday. I had a very short amount of time in Chicago with my daughter, and we went and saw Brandon. You'll see part of that in a vlog, and went to brunch/lunch with him. Anyway, it was fantastic. But like I said, I wanted these, and I wanted these in a 46, which is I think is the equivalent of a size 10 US. I'd have to look it up. I'm pretty sure. So like I said, he ordered them in a 48. They were way too big. He sent them in a 44. They were like good, but I just wanted a little more room in the leg. I just kind of wanted a little baggier fit. The waist was great, and the legs were not tight by any means on the 44. There was a certain look that I was going for. So he was able to find a 46, and he sent it to me. And basically, when it got shipped without our address on it, like without the house number. It just had our street and the apartment number. And so I got a notification from UPS that had been delivered. So I went downstairs to to our doorman, where they drop packages. And I was like, hey, I think I've got a package from UPS. And he's like, no, there's nothing here. And I'm like, well, it says that it was delivered and that it was, signed for by me, which, I mean, they're never signed for by me. But anyway, so he's like, no, I don't think so. And he's like, sometimes they deliver it like to the wrong, like the same building number, but like a different street. And so I went to go look at what Brandon had sent me of the shipping label, and I realized that the person who had shipped it came from Hawaii, I think, didn't put the building number on it. So I'm like, well, good gracious, like, where did they deliver this to? Like what? I couldn't even try to figure out where would UPS even think to drop this off, because like I said, there was no building number on it. It was just our street name and then our apartment number. Obviously, I notified Brandon right away, and he's like, oh my gosh, he's like, don't worry about it, I will take care of it. So, I wasn't gonna be charged for it or anything. And he's like, I actually just found another one, and it's actually at the flagship store in New York. So anyway, it turned out that the next day, then the person called me where they had actually dropped it off. Thankfully, they had put my phone number on the label. So this very nice gentleman called me and said, hey, we got a package that I think is for you. It has your phone number on it. And he said it was a skirt. Obviously, they didn't look at it that closely, but they had opened it. And just FYI, I did not sign for it, and neither did they. They have a packet, a parcel, like bin. So basically what they did was they delivered it to my apartment number as the address. So basically this place is right off of 5th Avenue. So it's in a nice area. Let me tell you, it was a 4-story brownstone that these people lived in. So anyway, but they didn't sign for it either. They have, like I said, a tub that they have down in kind of a garden level that UPS and FedEx puts all of their packages in. So those people didn't sign for it either. So I have an issue with UPS. But anyway, he was very kind, told me that it had been delivered there, and I said, great, thank you so much. Just do me a favor, I will come pick it up. Because first he was like, I'm not really sure, like, should I send it back to UPS? And I'm like, no, if you can just like put it outside, like I will come pick it up. So went and picked it up, and we got it all sorted out, and I got the shorts in the right size, and I absolutely love them. I have worn them probably 3 or 4 times, I think. Like I said, I wore them in that vlog. I wore them, I know, at least one other time here in the city. And then, like I said, I wore them this past weekend. So the Fendi Zucca shorts are the second item in the haul. All right, the next item comes in this box. And also, if you happen to watch that vlog, I was struggling with some jeans. And I mentioned this actually in another video, that my AG boyfriend jeans, like, they loosen up super quickly, and I'm constantly like hiking them up. And I was doing that in that video, which was super annoying. And I mentioned, like, I might go look at a belt. So spoiler alert, that's what this is. So they did not have this. I did get this from Nordstrom. They did not have this in the store, but I was able to try it on. They had it in a different colorway than I was looking for, so I was able to figure out what size I needed, and then she looked in the system and saw that she could order it for me. So again, this is not on Nordstrom anniversary sale, and I had seen somebody else talk about this belt a couple different times, actually a couple different influencers, and I just really thought it was a very classic. You know, I used to have the Gucci Marmont belt, and you know, we all know where that went. It went viral and everybody in the world had it, and thankfully I was able to sell it for pretty much what I paid for it, because it was still pretty popular when I sold it. But I wanted something that maybe wouldn't be so recognizable as far as a logo is concerned, and also something that was reversible, and also something, like I said, that was a little timeless. So let's get into this. So we've got some paper, and if you can see, it says Valentino. And got my shipping information here, but as you can see, it looks like so. And I got, very excited because I'm looking forward to wearing this. And I assume these are care. Oh, they're sealed, so I'm not really sure what's in here. I don't know if these are, there's 2 of them. I don't know if they're care booklets or if they're like authenticity things. I don't know. I've never ordered anything from Valentino. This is actually my very first piece. So it goes like dust bag like that. And I got the Valentino, just says belt reversible 40, which I think that's the millimeter here on the width, and it was, oh, here it is, 600, it says right on the tag. I just think, let me get this out of the way, is such a classic belt. So it is the black on the one side, and then it is the brown on the other. So it goes with everything, and I love the fact that they give you 2 different like keepers. So if you're wearing it on the brown side, you would obviously use the brown one. As you can see, if you're wearing it on the black side like this, you would use the black one. So obviously this needs to be turned because that's the little seam kind of thing. But yeah, I'm just excited. I think it's a really nice width. You know, it's not super skinny, it's not super wide, but it's wide enough that it has a presence on it. So yeah, let's try this on. Okay, so here is the belt on. As you can see, you know, it fits great in the belt loops, and it definitely helps keep these pants, which are also kind of stretched out now, in, you know, in a better place. So I decided to get it in a size that was long enough to wear it, you know, more with like kind of mid-rise jeans, or, you know, even a little bit, I could even wear it a little bit farther down, as well as it has, I think, enough holes to really wear it at my waist. So if I'm wearing a really high-waisted pair of pants, or I want to belt a jacket or something like that, I can put it on with that as well. In fact, I actually might even try tightening it one more. It feels like it's maybe a little bit loose, but since I'm going to be sitting down for the rest of this video, we'll just leave it how it is. But yeah, I just think like this is the perfect belt. So this is item number 3. And the final item is from Chanel. Now, this is an item, full transparency, that I told you all that I was really going to try not to buy in 2023. And I've done really well up until now. When I'm filming this, it's August 1st. This was purchased in July. So, you know, I basically made it through half the year without buying one of these. But this color was too good for me to pass up. And I've been looking at some of these every time Chanel comes out with a new season. And I just haven't really found anything that I've loved, or I love a color, but they don't have it in this style. Because you know, when you'll see this, that I am very partial to this particular item from Chanel. So let's get into this. So I got this when I went to go see Andrew for the 23B launch, which I also mentioned in another video. I intended on vlogging, but I did take a little footage and I'll pop that in some video. But yeah, they didn't have a whole lot in at that time, and it just wasn't. However, as far as bags were concerned, they didn't have any of their ready to wear. Their shoes they didn't really have, it was not good. But anyway, they did have some SLGs, quite a few SLGs actually, and so this was one of them. And like I said, if you have been watching me for any amount of time, you know that I am very partial to these particular items. So, looks like obviously like that. And, ooh, I'm gonna flip this because it kind of gives it away. Let's see the thing there. This is the care booklets I got from 23B. I'm just double checking on the card behind here. 23B, a red caviar snap card holder. I'm sorry, not caviar, red lambskin. Oh my gosh. I couldn't remember if it was lambskin or caviar before I bought it, but I just think it is the perfect red. There is no orange in this. It is like a lipstick, cherry, fire engine, however you want to describe it, that kind of red. I mean, it definitely has blue undertones, which is the red I like. I am not an orange red person. I don't like it when it leans more like corally or whatever. Anyway, as you can see, here is the tag. Let me do this so you guys can take a shot of that. And I don't know why they cut off the tag, but you guys, I'm sure, are very familiar with this. You know, it's got the Mona Lisa pocket on the back, which I like. And I have 3 others in this style. Is that right? No, 2 others in this style and 1 in the original style. So this will be my 4th snap card holder. And you can see, obviously, it still has the felt on it. Andrew did go find me one in the back, so that was nice. And it just has this in here and a little card. I'm gonna switch into this actually. And this is made in France, which is very nice. So yeah, you know guys, it's a classic snap card holder. Not much to say about it, except that I was just very, very excited about the color. And you know I accidentally said caviar when I was opening this. My other 2 that are, you know, this style, the newer style with the pocket on the back, they're both lambskin. So I have that really pretty emerald green from 22A, I believe. And then I have a beautiful Tiffany blue in, I think from 21 something, some spring, summer, maybe PS, I don't know, somewhere in there. Neither one of them have a scratch on them. And you guys, I use this like every single day. Like this is a staple in my collection. Yes, I rotate them occasionally, but I generally stay in a card holder for a long time. Like I was using that green one for months, and before I got that, I was using the blue one for months. I can definitely tell you that the blue one needs a little bit of cleaning because I can definitely see some like dirt residue on it. But as far as the lambskin is concerned, it is beautiful. And I will have to say, this lambskin actually feels a little hardier, if that makes sense, than even like the blue one does. So yeah, I'm just really excited to switch into this. I'm actually using, you know what, hang on. So anyway, sorry, I just went and grabbed my green one And so this is the green one I actually got from 22A when we were here last June. And like I said, I am looking at this and there is not a scratch on this. I mean, it is in perfect condition. So here they are side by side. So I have sort of a Christmas theme going on here, even though I'm not Christian and I don't celebrate Christmas, but there you go. So that's my haul, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite piece that I picked up? Were you surprised by any of these items? For me, it would probably be the belt. Who knew that I was going to pick that up? I certainly didn't. It only came on my radar like maybe a month ago or so. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up. It does help the YouTube algorithm. And again, if you haven't subscribed, it really does mean a lot to a content creator. When you do that, it doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps us out. So please click the subscribe button and the notification bell. And again, thanks for watching. If you haven't had enough of me yet, I will pop another video up here or next to me or something, somewhere here for you to watch. And wherever you are, I hope you are having an amazing day or evening, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.